Okay, before we start the actual session itself, I preface this with a warning.
The actual toe. That's what the actual thing is.
I said a warning.
A warning. A thing of warn.
What is it?
The world is a dangerous place, and if you just run around and fight everything and lick everything and walk into every trap, you might die. Take precaution.
Oh no!
I wonder who this warning is aimed mainly at.
No one
I mean,
in
I don't
particular.
do anything.
Yes, world is a dangerous place. Do not rub your face on things.
We refined our heroes after a night's rest in the Eye of the All-Father in the giant statue room. And Harshnag will wake you.
By kicking us across the room. Just full bunting us.
Oh my god.
Harshnag will gently wake you.
Gently.
That's across the room.
My friends, little ones,
Did you call him a little one?
I have...
Giant, we're all little to him.
Being perfectly
I'm a
frank
giant.
to us, we're all little to him.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
I've been working out the portal. I've seen it been used before. I know how it works.
Oh. Leans in, interested.
The runes around the edge, which you guys now have a handout for.
We have a handout.
Shit, Jeff's here! Dive!
I'm here somewhere.
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 Also, your thing is on your on the roll at Apple 20 as well. I just like suddenly got some noises coming from the laptop and it's coming from the website itself.
That's spoopy.
That is very spooky.
So Jeff, you at level 7, because you've just hit level 7, gained evasion. So evasion means that if you are ever subjected to something that requires a dexterity saving throw to take half damage from, if you succeed in the saving throw, you are so dexterous you get out of the way of it entirely and take 0 damage.
Yay!
So the boulder would have missed him.
If you succeed.
If
If I had not succeeded, the boulder would have only half killed me. So yeah.
correct. If you don't succeed, you only take half damage. And also, I need you to roll hit dice for me, which is... As a rogue, I was just on the page and closed it.
I have a page here. Hit dice.
1d8. If you could roll me 1d8.
1d8.
Not 2.
7.
So Talon
Now has 50 hit points.
You have 58.
58. I missed a thing. I missed lots of things.
Or did you just add the 50? Did you just get up to 50?
I was 43, then I...
You should be on 51.
51.
51.
So that should now read 51, and then I can export that, and the picture should update any minute now.
Pictures.
Any minute now.
Picture. What do you
We get pictures.
On the stream.
I just
Broke it.
got that thing open that I need.
So he explains. Harshnag goes on to explain. The runes around the edge of the archway refer to the giants. There's one for each type of giant. To open the portal to the oracle, a giant must touch the weapon from the statue of their forebear to the rune of their type. And then the portal will open.
Right. Well, we were kind of guessing that because the weapon we need you to hold is missing. That's why we went into the other hall, so we
That
could
is the
find
problem, yes. Thrim's,
We need to
Whatever.
scour this more for.
Thrim's axe is missing, so... It must be here. It can't leave the temple, so it must still be in the temple somewhere.
Well, what are we
Deadly
waiting for?
boulders.
Let's find it.
Search montage!
There's stairs here.
Oh,
I found some stairs.
I wish we had a bard now just to play.
Hi, Maddie.
Just to play music for it.
Are you guys just gonna let Chupa wander off again?
Yes.
oh,
No!
Yes.
No.
You can't stop her, so.
Yes.
We're not letting you out of our sight.
Can you see her at the moment?
I'm looking at a black screen. I can't see
I don't know.
anything.
Yes, same. Maybe I should zoom out.
If you find yourselves, you're sort of about the middle of the screen.
Here I am.
I can. Oh, there we go.
Find yourselves.
Now I have to discern who's who.
It's got your name under it, hasn't it?
Spoilers.
Yeah, I know, but shush.
Chupa is up here.
I
Up where?
in that.
In
In
the
that
dark,
case, I can't
in the
see
dark zone.
In the
Okay.
dark place where you can't see her.
Yeah, I can't see her.
Hello.
Do you guys want to explain to Jeff and Queen what the darkness means for
What
them?
the fuck is happening?
We can see quite a lot because you being humans and
Human.
all,
Mhm.
you can't see in the dark, and this
I can't
place,
see shit because
and this place is pitch black.
Ah.
Yes.
Uh,
That is a
Harshnag
problem.
is holding an axe which is glowing a dull blue.
Okay.
Uh,
and he's literally saying boy all the time.
yeah, he is. Scar, we'll see you after recording. Maddie, I think I said hello once, but if I didn't, hello.
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 Welcome to die.
Scar says, I shall be back after recording, don't die.
I won't die. I have no intention of dying.
I'm
Uh,
gonna die just to taunt you.
At least
I've got
four
1,
of
2,
you say
3.
you won't die.
So, Chupa and Kaylin, are you going up the stairs?
Yeah.
Yep.
Bye.
I still don't know where these stairs even are. So.
If you're gonna get yourself in like so much shit, let me join you.
Where's my map thing gone?
Here.
You find yourselves upstairs. There is a... The room itself looks very similar to the downstairs area.
Does it now?
There are... what's the statue up here, though? In this alcove where this star is on the map is a statue of a female cloud giant wearing an angry mask. And her arms are up in a magical hand gesture that suggests she is casting a spell.
Oh. Bollocks.
Okay, well, last time I walked down the hall, I set off a trap. So let's walk down this hall and see what happens, shall we?
Hang on, I'm coming. I'm having trouble with this mapping thing. It's really bugging me.
So, how have you? I'm just gonna like chat to these guys. So, how have you guys been?
Yesterday was pretty harrowing.
You little
I-
people are interesting.
What the heck is
Right.
that?
What the heck is what?
The orb thing just spoke to us.
It's Harshnag. He's a frost giant.
Ah, he looks like an orb.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I mean, that's a
Thank you.
token.
the token.
Oh, it's a token.
He's a token of a frost giant sitting down.
Yeah. Oh, well, fucking done. Sorry.
This is so slow. I can't seem to move anything.
Well,
Well, I think we're good. I was pretty far down the hall before I triggered the trap, so I think we could go a couple more feet.
Sure.
so Things have occurred.
I see. I mean, things always occur whenever I'm with you guys.
Well, yeah, Chupa nearly died.
Are you still here?
Yeah.
I thought you left
Yes.
a long time ago.
Oh, I tried to, and then you guys kidnapped me.
Didn't kidnap you.
You kidnapped me, and then I had to cut my hair because you put so much crap in it.
Oh yes, I remember this.
I'm still talking despite we're in a different room.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay,
Go
Chupa.
away, voice in the sky.
Chupa, when you went into this room, you found a sack.
The sack in here.
There is it's a stitched leather sack on the bed.
Oh, we're gonna have this moment like last week because I swear to God it's not.
But this one wasn't preceded by a shaft.
I mean, to be fair, this one also isn't made of human flesh, so
I'm going to riffle through the leather sack.
inside the leather sack, which is covered in ice now, there is a pair of sandals, about the size of a surfboard. There is a shard of what looks like ice. Two male dwarven heads and one female dwarven head.
Oh,
Jesus.
did I hear you say that correctly? Head?
Heads, yes, the heads of
There are
dwarves.
3 heads in this
Heads,
bag.
dwarves, dwarf
How
heads.
protect the head?
Heads,
They're
dwarves.
frozen. They're blue. They're quite dead. I mean, they're not attached to a rest of a dwarf, which tends to make them quite dead.
I feel like I need to sit down for this. Oh wait, I am sitting down.
Oh boy. Do you take the sandals? Yes, you turn into a chicken.
The sandals. I am going to take this shard of what looks like ice because it might not be ice.
You turn into a chicken.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Ah,
Crushed.
Kaylin,
Chickens.
Bob wanders past you and, what's wrong with chickens?
Oh, nothing's wrong with
Chickens.
chickens when they're dead.
I just don't like tallow.
I like chickens on my plate.
I mean, yeah, they could be living, sentient,
touch
frozen
him with
heads.
I will touch him however I'd like, thank you very much.
Kaylin, are you wandering around with detect magic up?
I think I still, yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't.
I'm not.
You'd have to have cast it
You'd
again
have to.
because it's been 8 hours or so. You've been asleep.
It's been a long time, yeah, definitely.
But if you are wandering around with it, if you recast it and are wandering around with it, the shard of ice is magic.
Sweet! It's magic! It's the magical shard.
I was going to ask you, but nobody would be quiet. So, okay, cool. So we're going to hang on to this magical shard, but I am going to put it back in the bag and carry it in the bag just because the last time we carried around magical objects, a lot of us got hypnotized. So,
Yeah, especially that. Yeah, don't get me started on that one, please.
Jennifer has obtained the magical sack of ice.
Da, 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 da. Oh wait, wrong theme. Da 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 da.
And as you guys notice,
Everybody.
the hallway has collapsed at the end.
All's all
Oh,
broken.
Everybody rolled a wisdom save.
Oh, what am I doing? I can't seem to turn it.
Oh yeah, we should actually stop moving, shouldn't we?
Going any further down this hallway?
Stop.
Where are you?
Going on with them lot.
I'm gonna stay next to my buddy here.
Alright.
We're having a party.
Or having a party?
I can't help
mean,
noticing we're going into the edge of the black stuff.
I'm just trying to see if I can see anything back up. Oh, never mind.
Ah,
Hey
thank
there.
you.
Harshnag will
What
follow
the
you around.
fuck are these statues? What is this? It's like a samurai something.
Yeah, John
I'm
statue.
okay, thanks.
So the statues are. There are.
right back, so take care of things while I'm.
Right.
Bear with me a moment while I find the bit in the book
Do
about the
I
statues.
have to?
The big statue in the middle of the room depicts Anam, the All-Father. The statue's face is a mask of bare rock bereft of facial features. Harshnag will explain all of this to you as he explained it to everybody else.
Okay.
The giants who carved the statue had no idea what Anam looks like, and they dare not misrepresent him as looking something different, so it's just a giant with no face.
I sneak up behind everybody and scream, "Hey guys!"
Can you not do specifically that?
I'm not
The-
realize I'm still way at the back over here, so I need to move. Is there
Back
anything
with
else?
some
Can I just
magic
quick
ice
check around?
in
Is there
it.
anything else? Sorry.
Hey, dude, do you know anything about giant shards of magic ice? Because I found one.
Really?
See this big old smelly leather sack that may or may not have had 3 severed dwarf heads in it?
Oh, please.
Yes.
There's a magical shard in here that kind of looked like ice, but I figured it was better if I carried it in the sack and not with my bare hands, because we have some pretty bad experiences with magical items.
I'm gonna stand right beside Ben to said hello.
Subject again.
So the 6 smaller statues around the edge, because there are 3 along this wall and 3 along the lower wall that you've not seen just yet, depict the sons of Anam, who are the...
Did I just get interrupted by a narrator?
You did.
As long as I know.
Who are the original giants of a particular type. 5 of the statues are holding their weapons, and one of them, Thrym here, is posed as if he should be holding a weapon, but is not holding a weapon. Thrym is the ancient frost giant, and then you've got Scorius Stonebones, who is a stone giant. Stronmaus, who is a storm giant.
He's a strong and a mouse.
And then if you come down here,
No, can't make me.
We're still no wiser who hurt him.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop.
I'm here. I'm weird.
Louis, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
What the fuck is going on in the background?
Sounds like he's watching a movie.
Well, tell him to turn the bloody movie off.
Bit of problem there.
Jeff's
It's not me who's
parents are
watching.
watching a movie.
It's not me who's watching it.
Well, tell them to turn the bloody movie off.
That's not going to work.
Down here
Can they
you've got
hear us?
Memnor, the storm giant. Memnor's the cloud giant, sorry. Stronmouse was the storm giant. I read the wrong line. Surtur, the fire giant. And Grolantor, the hill giant.
Alright, I'm gonna move this around.
Harshnag will look at the shard of ice. And I will find the bit of detail about the shard of ice. So basically, it is a shard of ice. I should explain some more. It is a shard of ice that is long and slender, roughly the size of a dagger.
Alright.
I have returned. Have we died yet?
Not yet.
No, not really.
The rune that Harshnag identified as ice glows within the shard. This is powerful magic. I don't know what it does, but if you know how to use magic, then
What's up, guys? I was taking a whiz. What's...
Christ, he just comes in like nobody wants.
Zipping his pants.
Just comes strutting in. Ah.
I don't know what it does, but if you can identify it or spend some time with it, you might be able to work out what it does.
Well, I just don't believe I have anything that will identify it.
Wait, What is it we're identifying?
It's
The
a
icy
shard.
thing.
It's a shard of ice that is long and slender, roughly the size of a dagger, and is powerfully magic.
Oh.
A long, slender shard.
Anyways,
Can you question? Looking at the statues, you said they're like holding some sort of weapon, right?
Each of them is holding a weapon except for Thrym.
All right. Are the weapons different, or do they look the same?
They are all different. Do you want to know what weapons each one is holding?
Sure.
But also, I'm only asking the question because do they have some? Can I detect the magic to see if there's any kind of magic on those type of weapons? Do they look like they're glowing? Do they look like
The weapons themselves don't appear to be magic. The runes themselves around the edge of the portal are glowing with magic, as is the portal itself.
okay?
okay. I've only got divine sense, and so that'll be
I
useless.
thought maybe the shard might be something to do with the other statue that's got no weapon on it. Maybe they would have like if the weapon, the shard might be attached to the weapon that was supposed to be with the statue. Then it might give us a bit of more of a clue or something, but I'm not sure.
So as you wander around, Kaelin, Grolantor the hill giant has a bone great club. Scorius Stonebones, the stone giant, has a stone boulder.
Are you just liking his name? Because it's an interesting name, I'll admit.
Surta has an iron greatsword.
Okay.
Memnor has a mithril spear. And Stronmaus has a adamantine trident.
Ooh.
Can you repeat the bones one, please?
Grolantor has a bone great club.
Got it.
Harshnag basically is along the lines of he knows for a fact that the ice giant holding the ice giant weapon touching the ice rune will open the portal. He's not sure about what happens if he uses the wrong weapon.
Okay.
Okay then. Alright, that's kind of cleared up there for me.
Is Thrym known for a particular weapon or wielding a particular weapon?
Yeah.
Thrym is known for wielding a great axe.
So we look for a giant-sized great axe.
Sounds
just
good to me.
Hey, Mr. Ice Giant, can you come open this big old door? I am not a giant, and so I cannot open the big old door.
Which big old
Where are you?
door? Oh, that big old door.
Standing right next to.
Yeah, I see you.
Let me have a quick
I
look.
toddle my way nearby.
So these doors are coated in ice. And Harshnag says that even he can't open them while they are this covered in ice.
Well, bollocks.
I'm
Well, we
gonna
will know
cast
who
my
you-
fire spell.
There we go. Alright, everyone move out of the way. You know what
Alright.
she was gonna do.
So, this is like
Yeah, we're
Terminator
just
2 all over.
Okay, everybody, back up.
This is what she's gonna do.
So this
Go,
is like
Chipper, go.
I watched Terminator 2 last night. This is exactly like that. like the keys aren't working. My code isn't working. Let me throw mine.
The ice on the door just instantly and evaporates. Actually,
That's awesome.
I'm also going to turn over to the map screen for this.
Now can you open the door?
Harshnag walks forward and pushes the door open, and I have to go to a different level of the map.
That's what he says. Oh wow.
We're gonna need to roll initiative.
And
Why?
you're going to need to roll initiative, because somebody
for
walked into the
God's
room.
sake!
A what?
Looks like a giant. I might have accidentally woken up a giant blue dragon.
Oh,
Maybe.
of course you did. And you wonder why we're not friends anymore.
Fat red dude.
Initiative.
So I've got a Chupa, I've got a Luz, I've got a Talon, I've got a Fenthwick, I've got a Kalen, I've got everybody, yay! So from beneath the ice and snow bursts this giant centipede-like creature in a cloud of steam, its body pulsing with internal fire. Wing-like fins flare from the back of the creature's head, and its wide mouth brims with jagged teeth.
I can't metagaming, but I know what this is.
Oops.
I need a big picture of this baby.
Huh. I may have caused a problem here.
When do you ever not cause our problems?
Well, I mean,
Exactly. Now let's just do it.
I like how it's like a massive pause because he's like, yeah, I got nothing to say, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh wait, and
I was gonna try and defend myself, but no.
I am the pain in the ass of the group, really.
It's okay. It's okay. We still love you.
everybody knows their place. It's fine.
I tolerate you.
I'm just used to
I'm just
running
about
in
that.
and killing things and asking questions later, okay?
And look
Okay,
at how well that's worked out so far.
so
No, it's
Great.
gone so fantastically. We're all still alive.
before we start
I'm
the
doing
combat
great.
and drop into initiative order and things, Kalen, have you run to that place? Or would you like to rethink where you are currently standing?
No, I moved myself back. I'm just basically had to I wanted to have a closer look as well because I couldn't see it very well because of the pillars. So I was like, I'm just gonna get a little bit of a closer look, and then I had to scroll down, so I dropped my character down, and then I had to put
And
myself back up.
that's when the problems began.
So are you
Oh,
sort
so
of
she's-
back over by the door, say here-ish?
I'm basically on top of some sort of
You're up here.
it seemed to be like a long table.
Oh,
A
oh,
long
oh,
table.
my God. She's doomed herself. It's okay.
Fair enough. Okay. So this creature, fins rippling, teeth chattering, goes first.
I'm actually kind of surprised that this is the first battle we've had where the monster gets to go first.
And it just charges up to here.
I can't even see it.
Alright, that's much better.
Where the fuck is it?
I said, I know, but I can't metagame.
In the room.
I'm like nowhere near it. So.
we are like megally.
room, so like,
Fenthwick,
Yes.
it is your
Yeah, there's
turn.
still a picture of this.
Well, I'm going to presume there's been some commotion from within the room to warrant me going in.
Yes, there's wood splintering sounds and giant roaring.
Chupa
Okay.
in the background going, Fenthwick, I did it again.
I peer my little head in. I peek around, and I just go, "What the fucky ducky duck is
Language!
And with that, I'll give you the handout for
Oh
this.
my god! What is that thing?
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a ras.
It looks like a deformed. It looks like a deformed version of the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland.
No, it's a deformed version of what's the word I'm looking for? The human cat centipede.
You was-
You motherfuckers.
oh god, it fucking does as well.
She version
like that.
of
That's
the
not
bone
like it.
creature in SAO.
The human centipede
No.
was never the same after his alcohol addiction.
I was forced to watch the second one.
Yeah.
I've watched all three of them. Fucking loved all of them.
I watched the
This
first
three
one. I've not
episodes
watched the
one?
second or the
You
third.
guys
I will
killed
show
us
you the
all.
second
Alright.
one.
But I think I may have killed us all.
Anyway, that's a nightmare. So, fucking hell, how far away is it? I mean, I've moved like 10 feet, I think. I am going to just fucking poop myself.
I mean, that's a free action. I'll let you do that.
Just openly, just
So only
Really?
So Fenthwick defecates.
No. Hold on, I'm just going through what I could possibly do, which is within range of what I've got available. I am going to cast. But
I have nothing. I think I fucked us. We're gonna be killed by probably the most awesome creature in the game, so there is that.
It is not a blue dragon, Tanny. You are correct.
I know. It's a monstrous
but it is.
oblivion.
Hell,
It's,
when
it's
I
not a
said
good thing. Let's put it this way. It's
when
not
I said
a good thing.
dragon, I could only see
later.
half the token, so.
I am going to cast. Can I get? Can I do that? Is it within 120 feet of me? Or do I have to
Yes.
move? Then I'm going to cast Erupting Earth on it. So
Careful on
it
there.
has to make. It has to make a dexterity saving throw. With that many legs, is probably going to make it. But either way,
Where are you placing it?
I am going to place it. So I kind of like just get it in the thing. So it's going to have to walk through some of the difficult terrain.
How big is
To-
it? It's 20 feet.
20-foot cube, I believe. 20-foot cube, which is about 20 foot big.
Sort of there.
Mm, yeah, about there. So it's
Okay.
still gonna get
So
damaged by the rockinesses, but
it makes the saving throw.
curses!
It rolled 20.
God damn it! Well, either way, I am going to.
But it does take half damage, doesn't it?
It does indeed take half damage. So it takes half of 16.
8.
And
You know what? I realised something. I don't have cake today.
stop the stream. Stop the stream. That's it.
Cancel everything. We're all out.
That's
I've
the
got-
cancel. I'm sorry, we've got to go now.
I've got pizza if that counts.
Oh well, that's
Yeah.
fine. We're back on.
Okay, it's technically a type of cake. It's
I need a cake. I don't even have ice cream either, so I'm really sad right now.
I've got energy drinks and chocolate covered raisins. That's all I've got.
Okay. Next up
I
is
believe that's
Kalen.
all I can do. Otherwise, I will say, for fuck's sake, Chupa.
Goddamn Chuper.
Is that a free action to do that?
That's a free action, yeah.
Good.
Kalen, it is your turn.
Alright, so I thought, okay, this is not a dragon, but this is more likely a ball of nightmare. I'm going to kill it. I don't like critters like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna use cloud of daggers on it.
Okay.
So basically, it's I fill the air with spinning daggers in a 5 feet cube, 5 feet on each side, centered on a point you choose a range. Blah 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 blah. So yeah.
They really
so
haven't
use
really
the-
thought about writing in that spell, did they?
Yeah, just blah 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 blah.
blah 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 blah.
Diddly do,
So,
diddly do.
I'm
Well,
gonna use cloud of daggers on it. because I
They
really
do
want
right over bollocks, don't they?
I just say, let's just kill it quickly already because this thing is disgusting. I don't like it. I'm going to kill it.
Do it.
Do it.
Click that spell.
I pressed it. Boink.
There we go. You fill it out. 4d4 when it enters the spell's area or on the start of its turn there.
Can I not press it on the... Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, no, I can't do it on that one. Okay.
So it is a... Do you want to cast it sort of here?
I don't know where you did it.
I just kind of
Yeah.
It's the
there.
little square within my larger square.
Yeah.
Do it in a different brighter color, because this pink is a little hard to see on
Yeah,
the
I don't
cream.
know why it's picked out this pink for my...
The color.
I think you can choose to change it in the options.
There you go.
If you go into
You can, like, choose
if you
what
go
you
into
do.
draw shape, it'll give you the chance to change colors. So that
Oh, I
is
can
much
just-
easier to see.
Yeah, but I think there is a way to actually like fully change your default
I've changed
color.
my default color. I'm now red like Jeff.
Woo.
Can you roll me 4d4 then, Kaelin?
Brom, says the motorcycle driving stupidly and noisily around my area.
Tanny, can you roll me 4d4?
Tanny? Tanny? Oh, Tanny!
Please stop shouting. I'm wearing headphones.
I'm presuming something has gone wrong.
Right, I shall roll the 4d4.
God damn it.
Son of a bitch!
And I rolled 9.
Yee.
With those 5 red dice.
Harshnag's turn. Harshnag, on hearing the...
Big scary thing! Big scary thing!
I am a big scary thing. Oh, wait, no.
Right?
How fast does he move? He moves 40 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40 feet. He will just charge over Fenthwick.
Very easy to do.
Yeah, you are quite easy for him to move through the space of. He sort of crouches down and picks up a rock and just hurls it at the Ramoras.
She's gone.
And misses. And the rock just impacts on the table behind the Ramoras and explodes the table.
Boom.
Jeff!
Okay, I'm going to use my shiny new longbow and shoot at it.
Okay.
That'll do.
That is a hit.
God damn.
Damn,
Nice.
that's a hit.
You want to quickly check, John?
Let me double check. Yes, that
I think I just pressed it several
Yep.
times.
pressed it several times. I'll take one of those.
Take the first or the third one, that's okay.
By consensus, that's the amount of damage you did.
Yay!
Chupa! Chupacabra.
There we go.
It is your turn.
Do something real quick. Cool. Cast level 1 flaming sphere. Alright.
Well, you can cast Flaming Sphere at level 2 twice.
That's even better. That is awesome.
So you've done
Alright,
the,
I'll do that.
you did the one against the door, and now you can cast it again against the Ramoras.
Boom. I'm
Uh,
gonna do that.
Sean, how big is Flaming Sphere?
It's a 5-foot cube.
Sorry, I didn't hear. 5
5-foot cube,
5-foot cube.
which you can move around as you see fit.
Do you want to just cast it sort of centrally to its body at the moment?
It's within my 60-foot range, so.
Let me double check. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, you can hit there. So it's going to try and make its deck save. It does, because
Suck
it's
my
a
big red dick.
dick. So it takes half of the damage. Lose.
Yes, I still can't see it, so I'm gonna run over.
You're just hearing like panicked screaming from this room.
I'm just stood there with like a complete blank face, just like, another day in the life, and then just move
Yeah.
over.
Hello.
And oh shit, there it is. Hey,
My connection decided to cut me off, being fucking rude. So I was like, nope.
here. I'm gonna.
What did I miss?
Nothing much. I'm gonna check to see what I have, which might help.
Hatching dragons. Yes.
I'm trying to think of what I can use.
I'm not even gonna lie, you might want to hang back and be our healer, cause
Yeah, you
That
know what? I'll
might-
just stand there, and I'll just stare over
don't fucking
Chupa.
die.
I'll just stare at Chupa with the most. I stare with her with so much rage that it takes damage to her.
I feel like I feel my back might be burning. Is it just me? Like, are any of you guys getting that sensation? It's like someone's glaring daggers at my back, and I don't know why.
I don't know what
Wait,
you
wait.
mean.
It's like Harshnag, Fentwick, Luz, and Talon all just.
Disapprovingly.
it's the concentrated ray of disapproval.
Weirdest sensation that the monster's not the only one who wants to kill me right now.
Oh, you flippin' think?
And so your spell makes it difficult to rain, Sean?
Fighting with this.
It does indeed make it difficult to rain.
So it takes
Can't remember exactly
10,
what.
20, 30 feet. So for a start, Tanny, can you re-roll 4d4 for me?
You roll 44. Hang on, I'll do it.
No, you roll 40.
Yeah, actually do it for me because my thing is still loading and it's been a hoe.
Okay, I can
Thank you, sweet child.
do that for you. Here are some bright red dice, and the bright red dice tell me it took 12 points of damage from the spinning ball of pain. And then with Flaming Sphere, does Flaming Sphere proc at the start of its turn?
I can't remember. Let's have a look. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the
Ends
sphere
its
must
turn.
make a
Oh,
dexterity
within
save.
5 feet.
Yes.
Okay. So it needs to make a dex save. What's your saving throw, Chupa?
Your spell save DC.
Hey, hear him. He keeps cutting out, so I don't know half of what he's saying.
What's your spell save DC, Chupa?
That would be. Where do I find that?
On the spells sheet.
The
Right. Hold
spells
on.
tab on the character sheet.
The thing that says spell save DC
That's the one.
Yes.
says 14.
So it failed its saving throw against the flaming sphere. Can you click the button for it again, please?
I think it's 2d6, but yeah, sure. Hold on. Tabs open. Just a second. 6. Helps if I put it in right.
So it takes seven more points of damage from that. Sean, does it take anything from being inside the erupting earth, or is it just difficult terrain?
No, it's just difficult terrain.
I couldn't remember if it was the one that was spiky.
No,
growth.
I've got spike growth is the one that they do damage per
Yeah.
foot they move.
Fentwick,
Yes.
it's now your turn to.
Don't fuck up.
Again.
Yes, we've had a
I'm gonna
full
move
set
forward.
of turns.
I'm going to move forward a little bit. And I am going to do a thing.
That's
I'm
nice.
sure. I'm sure I'll do a thing. It'll be wonderful.
A thing will be done.
and thing like.
That sounds kinky.
That's because it is.
Yay.
I am going to cast Spike Breaker's concentration. I don't know. It's like, I've got very few options here. I am going to cast. I am going to. I can still cast Call Lightning even though I'm inside.
Yeah, just the cloud appears inside.
If you want to do a stormy condition. If you're indoors and outdoors in stormy, if you're outdoors in stormy weather, you gain some sort of bonus to it. You can do it inside though. So yeah, I'm going to cast Call Lightning on it.
So a thunderous cloud appears in the sky.
And then they have to do a
In the
dexterity
ceiling?
saving throw.
Under the ceiling.
Under the ceiling.
Is 4 beating your DC?
Is a what?
4.
4? Let me just check. No.
Then
it's
then
not.
it failed. It failed that thing.
Well,
So
bugger.
it takes slash roll 1.
Oh, I see some high numbers.
21 lightning damage.
And it roars in anger.
I swear
Maybe
it.
just, maybe
I
just
swear-
making it really angry, guys.
I swear it profusely in Gnomish, and that'll be my turn.
Yeah, I agree. Oh,
Kill it harder
kill harder.
Kalen,
before it gets close enough to do something about its anger.
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna lightning bolt this bitch. Too bad I can't do polymorph.
You can.
you can do polymorph.
Yeah, but this. Oh wait, hang on. It doesn't say anything about a higher level though.
Higher level.
No. Because it says here, the spell transform a creature with at least one hit point that you can see within range into a new form.
Yep. It's got 1 hit point. It's got the things you need to cast the spell on it.
Well, I'll give the polymorph a go.
What saving throw is it?
Oh shit, hang
I
on.
think it's a wisdom, isn't it?
I think it's.
Wisdom saving throw.
What is your spell save DC?
My what? Eat what?
Your
Spell save DC.
Top of the spell page.
It's so it's 13.
13.
Okay.
13. So shall I give it a go?
I rolled a 10. It has a
Okay.
wisdom bonus of 0.
So
What is it
it's
now?
10.
It's a goose.
So this giant Ramoras charges forth, skitters through the table, and then suddenly Kaelin thinks, hang on a minute, I've just worked this out. Flings forth her hands with a new spell, and suddenly the Ramoras is shrouded in mystical energy, and you just hear from inside, honk? And a
Lou
very...
just turns around and walks right the fuck back out the room, just
A
like, "I'm
very
done!"
angry goose lands on the ground.
No!
Hank?
Done! Vamos! Finished! Over! Ah!
Hank?
What?
Do you not like geese?
It's a goose. Leave
I
it.
don't like any of you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Something. Right.
yeah, you
So
do.
How long does that last?
It lasts while you maintain concentration and up to 1 hour.
Got it. Okay. I'm looking. Right.
Don't take any more actions, Tanny. Just hold that spell, keep it a duck, and we'll do the rest.
So the
Yeah,
the
guys,
daggers
it's a
just
fucking duck.
evaporate.
Okay.
You better put a picture of a duck on there.
Whatever.
Or a goose, I meant.
So, quickly search the room. See if we can find a big axe.
So basically, is the goose very, very aggressive?
The goose is a goose.
With it chasing up. A goose is a goose. It's not chasing after anyone because I used to get chased after like goose when I was little. So.
It is chasing you around, but it is just a normal goose now. So it's
Why is it a goose?
They're
That's the
awesome.
only
Fuck
thing that
you.
has
It just
stuck
kind
in
of-
my mind, guys. I'm really sorry, but hey, it's a small one. It's a small one.
You still have that sack.
Can't we just kill it?
If you kill it, it turns back into a Ramoraz.
But it's already dead.
no.
It's not dead.
If it hits 0 hit points as a goose, it turns back into the Ramoras.
Yes,
I
got
became
one.
a paladin for this.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
Don't
Speak to me.
Calming thoughts lose.
don't. Shh.
So as well as a goose, an erupted table, a lot of damage that you've done to this side of the room. This is clearly a dining room. The room itself is warm, dry, and brightly lit. The source of fire is this. The source of the heat and the light is this big old fire pit in the middle where there's a fire burning.
There's a fire in the big old fire pit? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you know, they're sensible. They put it there. And there are basically tables set out with knives and forks and plates and goblets.
Spoons.
Doesn't mention spoons.
Oh, that. Someone just mentioned the fucking spoons. Jesus Christ.
Lent.
I'm having flashbacks from a different place.
A certain monk from another campaign would be very ham.
Lent against the southernmost
There's your
wall.
cameo, guys. There's your cameo.
Against someone's wall.
Lent against the southernmost wall is a 750-pound steel great axe.
Ooh.
Harshnag! Yes!
You just found it.
Because I sure as shit ain't carrying that.
Harshnag will wander over. Wander over some more.
Leave him alone.
So much wandering.
Pick it up.
I'm just eyeing the fucking goose, just making sure.
A wander back. And confirms that this is in fact the great axe you are looking for. And suggests
Good.
that you leave
Everyone
this
out.
room.
Good. Everyone out of the room.
No, I'm gonna kill the goose.
Well, your funeral.
Right. I'm leaving this room now.
Spell
So
only
basically,
lasts
if
for an
someone
hour.
hit or do something with the goose, it's gonna turn back into the centipede.
Yes, but if we close the door, it might forget about us.
If it dies.
If we close the door, it can't leave, says Harshnag.
No, let Chupa do it. If Chupa wants to kill the goose, let Chupa kill the goose.
Really true, because the only reason it couldn't leave before is because those doors were frozen shut. And unless one of you guys suddenly has an ice spell you didn't tell me about, I'm pretty sure that door's not going to stay shut.
I'm joking.
Right,
I do
we're done
like
here,
that.
guys. Let's go.
Alright, I'm gonna.
No, I don't.
I'm gonna have to lose my
I-
concentration with this.
Move. My
I'm
fire.
slowly
I
backing
can move
away.
my fire spell. So I can just
I've
giant
got
flaming
all the
sphere on him. Goose for dinner.
It doesn't go back to a goose. It turns
No,
back into a
no,
Ramoraz if you kill the goose.
Fensic. If she wants to do it, let her do it.
I'm perfectly fine. If she wants to do it, it's like I said, it's her funeral.
Like, if it dies as a goose, doesn't it die as what?
Nope.
Whatever the hell it.
It turns back into the thing with the exact health points it had when it turned into the goose.
That then.
Basically holding it, kind of thing. So it can't attack us. As long as we get what we need to do, he can't attack us. So
We've
we've got what we needed. I think it's best to leave. Or if you're feeling really up to it, I can, lose my concentration and, turn it back.
She's
But
talking
it
to
is
an
too
empty
strong.
room.
I'm basically shouting at everyone.
Okay.
Lose, back out of the... Not lose, fucking Galen, back out of the room.
I could just like,
Back in the other room.
yeah. I'm gonna leave it.
Doink, here we go.
Harshnag,
Close the doors. And freeze the door.
And fucking just...
Don't have any freezing powers if you're asking me. But
I'm asking Harshnag to freeze the door.
or use some sort of big boulder. Hey, how about we use the boulder that's from the other room that almost crushed poor old trooper?
I'm pretty sure that might be like a trap boulder. I don't think we can.
Fuck that room for all eternity.
I feel like I need to go and lay down now because I have that massive concentration. So I come over here and I just fall on the floor, face down,
I steal everything she's. No, I don't.
and I just scream out, "You're welcome."
You hear
What can I say except
You're welcome.
Wait.
a giant
I wanna-
roar
is it- I wanna hear-
and a slamming sound on the other side of the door, but the door holds.
I'm just I'm just facing it, fucking...
And then eventually
ready.
you just hear skittering and then snoring.
And it
again.
comes around the other direction. And it comes around the other.
It falls from the ceiling.
I'm standing here, sticking up both middle fingers and backing away slowly. Fingers at the door. Fuck you.
Yeah. If I could tell where any of you went, then I would follow, but I can't because I'm an idiot.
I'm just like sighing heavily and walking away.
Wait,
I'm just
oh there you are.
on the floor. You can't stop me.
Hey, how you doing?
Harshnag will walk up to the portal and point the axe to the ice rune. Are you ready?
Yep.
Do it
As
anyway.
ready as we'll ever be.
I'm just screaming like, yeah, hang on a minute. And I get up and then I slowly walk around here, slouching. Surprise.
Are you prepared to ask the questions?
What questions do we need to ask? What are we needing to ask here?
I need to ask, why the fuck is this happening?
Stab the stupid thing and let's
Whoa,
go.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Woohoo!
My question will
Yay.
be...
You've already done that once.
Leroy.
Have I?
Bye guys. I'm in.
So Harshnag will stab into the ice rune, and the glowing mist transforms into a churning thundercloud lit by flashing lightning, and you can see another room beyond the clouds that Kaelin has just wandered into as soon as the door opens.
Fancy. Bad.
Are we going? Oh, I guess we're going in then, aren't we?
Could be
Let's
that.
Let's go.
This time it wasn't my fault.
He's dead.
What the?
On the floor.
This is...
I'm gonna
this is-
poke it with a
Do
stick.
not go in the circle.
Orgy, guys?
This was an orgy. It has gone criminally wrong. But I'm corpse with a stick.
You can poke the corpse with a stick, but I've got some box text to read. So,
Really
Okay,
go
well,
on.
I'm poking the corpse as the narrator reads the
One
text.
voice in the sky.
beyond the thundering archway lies a hexagonal chamber whose walls rise 50 feet before tapering to a 90 feet high apex. Standing in each corner of the room is a life-size statue of a giant holding up a very heavy iron lantern with one raised arm. Each type of giant is represented: hill, stone, frost, fire, cloud, and storm. A cold, magical light radiates from each lantern, illuminating a giant corpse lying on the floor that is currently being poked by Chupa. A shroud of ice.
You're even in the box text, brilliant.
Yeah, it's funny that. It's like they knew this was going to happen. The corpse looks like it has been here for some time, preserved by the cold. Next to the body rests a giant frost-covered morning star.